Ladies and gents, Social Nurse here. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel. I appreciate you. I really do. Right? So, there was an event on February the 20th. Our President Donald Trump acknowledged Black history, Black Americans. He's going to build some sort of garden which will include Black Americans that have contributed to American society in such a way that he framed it as heroes, right? With that said, I think that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that symbolism. There's nothing wrong with acknowledging Black Americans, right? We know that that's not enough, right? It's not enough. But I think that it was okay that the Black people attended the gathering, attended it. I think it was okay. It just is what it is. It was a ceremony. It was a celebration. And that's all it was, right? I think many Black Americans are coming to terms with the symbolic appeasement is not enough. Now, although it's not enough, we still want to be acknowledged, right? Listen, there are statues all over this country acknowledging people in their contribution. We've got that big old Statue of Liberty over there in New York, Staten Island. There are symbols across this nation acknowledging people. There's nothing wrong with Black Americans having symbols, statues, or whatever you want to call it, right? Let's get that out the way, right? Let's get this out the way as well. I know, and most Black Americans know and will acknowledge and understand that America, the United States of America, has a horrible history, right? That history includes, by law, legally creating on purpose disparity and movements that have caused Black Americans, ethnically Black Americans, generational problems to a degree that it has been hard for ethnically Black Americans to shake off, right? There takes a special navigation for Black Americans to have accomplished what we have accomplished in this nation, right? And not every Black American is great and successful, but not every American in this country of any other ethnicity is just great, grand, and successful, right? I also want to acknowledge that I agree with the people that have pointed out that the Democratic Party has used Black America's dedication, empathy, willing to advocate for justice, willing to always stand with the Democratic Party based on fear, based on thinking that the Democratic Party is better, based on thinking that the Democratic Party is actually working on behalf of Black America, when in essence, I believe they really are helping other groups under a Black American banner, right? They're helping other groups more than they are helping Black Americans. I agree with the people that have called that out. With that said, the celebration, back to it, the Black History Donald Trump celebration, President Trump, he's going to move in all kinds of directions, right? He's doing a lot of things right now. And it's just important for us as Black Americans to see things for what they really are, right? And continue to try to improve as individuals, as families, as friends, as business partners and associates, right? And to try to influence other people positively. And you're not going to be able to take everyone along the ride, right? Harriet Tubman's history taught us that, right? So I do think we need to make a change, a political change, and use our 14% population in the best way we can to get out of whatever candidate we can get. Because I do think that 14% will be able to sway a vote, right? I think that overall, this election has been very an awakening for Black Americans, right? You've got the Black Americans that are still out there, trying to fight for the Democratic Party. And you've got some of the Black people out here for whatever reason. You got those 92 percenters, right? You have the independent voters, right? You have the people that were outright against the Democratic Party, but for different reasons, Black America is kind of resting and taking a step back. So that means that there is a conclusion that this stuff isn't working out for us in the best way that it could. And we've not noticed too late. It's just time to change, right? What's that saying? If you do the same thing over and over again, right, you get the same results. Black America realizes there's time to do something different, right? So we'll see what happens. We'll continue to work on it, right? And a lot of it starts with individual behavior, embracing education. Embrace education, be it a trade, college, some sort of course. I don't know. Embrace it, right? For those of you who want to go to African countries, it's important to have a skill when you're going over there, because there's not going to be a landing pad as some immigrants have had here in America. I have family members that are looking into some of those programs of going to Africa, right? But they've got skills. They've got something that maybe they could use over there. They've got entrepreneurial skills as well as education. So it takes a lot. Nothing's wrong with that. But Africans must be dealt with in a business manner, a non-emotional business manner. You can have African friends, colleagues, associates that you are fond of, but it's business first, right? Because these are the same people that will also use our history and empathy for dollars, right? It just is what it is. So I think Black America has learned a lot, and it's okay that those people, that Black Americans, were at that event at the White House. We need to be in different spaces without being tap dancers. We can be in spaces without being tap dancers. Social nurse.